Welcome to another video, the same every time, GCSE Maths, iGCSE Maths, looking at the questions that apart from the numbers are the same every time. Learn how to do them, get yourself into the marks, you get yourself into the grades. Still looking at the nth term of a linear sequence. This time though, we've got a sequence involving fractions. Now there's only one way to approach a sequence involving fractions, and that's to treat it as two separate sequences. So we have to treat it as a sequence along the top numbers, along the numerators, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a sequence along the bottom numbers, along the denominators, so 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. If you try to deal with them as actual fractions, you probably won't get very far with it. So the next term, look at the pattern of numbers on the top, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So basically just increasing by 1. So the next term is going to have 8 as the top number there. And looking at the numbers in our denominators, the pattern of numbers there, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, increasing by 2 each time. So that's going to give me 15 for my next bottom number, my next denominator. So the next term in this sequence, 8 over 15. Now they want the nth term, and as we know, when they ask for nth term, they want the nth term formula. Always looks like some number times n plus some number. However, in this case, we need to do an nth term formula for the top numbers and for the bottom numbers. So looking at the top numbers, we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and some dots to show that they can continue like that. And what we need to do, remember this from the previous videos, look to what we are adding each time, adding 1 each time here, aren't we? Adding 1, adding 1. So for my numbers along the top, my nth term formula is just 1 times n. Remember, I do the difference times n, 1 times n. And then, remember this, I have to go back this way. So I'm taking away 1, and that will take me to 2. That's a positive 2. So n plus 2 is the nth term formula for the numbers along the top. You can check this, can't you? The first term, 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 2, 4, 3 plus 2, 5, and so on. Looking at the sequence along the denominators, the bottom numbers, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. So again, the first thing we have to do, look for the difference, add 2, add 2, add 2, add 2. So I need to write down in my nth term formula 2n. Always difference times n, in this case 2 times n, and then I just go backwards like that. So instead of adding a 2 moving to the right, I subtract a 2 moving to the left, and that takes me to 3. That's a positive 3, so plus 3 like that. And then I must just put my final answer as a fraction, so there we are. The sequence on the top of my fraction has nth term n plus 2, and that's over the sequence at the bottom of my fraction with nth term formula 2n plus 3. So if we're dealing with nth term formulas for fractions, then we need to do 2 nth term formulas, 1 for the top, 1 for the bottom. And remember, it's always difference times n, difference n, and then we just go back 1 by the difference to work out what is the number that we have to add or subtract. N plus 2 on the top for this one, over 2n plus 3. If the video was useful to you, then please do press the like button. Please also press the subscribe button. That's useful to us. Thank you very much for watching, and I will be back in the next video.